Okay, let's see if this is actually working. Oh, look at that. It's working. It's working. What is going on, fellas? What is up?
King Bob!
I gotta wait for a little check mark to go away. King Bob. What's going on, bud? Dan, Munchkin Man, Nick, Shoe. I got a new one for you, Shoe. This is a long one. Oh, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? That's bullshit. Bull crap. I gotta. Let me put that in there. Let's refresh. Watch. Bob's the only one that's gonna work because he's King Bob, and he broke things. He made it just for Bob.
Do Bob shoe ballet, do Bob shoe ballet.
I hope it worked because I can't hear it. I don't know if it worked or not. I don't know if it worked or not because yours is pretty long, the one I made. What is going on, John? Upstate Scale Modeling. What's up, Nick? Tom? Chuck Skull? Hopefully everybody's because I'm not King Bob. It's nap time. I was under the impression it was nap time. That is Chris. What is going on, Shu? Good to see you, kind sir. Good to see you. Yes, tonight, well, one, in the cardboard box is the new Monophoton M5S Pro. That one's 14K, comes with a heater and an air purifier, all that other good jazz with it. If we hit a certain number tonight, I don't know what number that is. I will actually try to unbox that, which would be a little difficult on stream here. But we definitely are going to unbox. I got a new airbrush. Excuse me. Kelly and I just tested yesterday. We're still COVID positive. If I go crazy coughing, I got my halls here ready for action. So I'm still sick. The Cosby Show, the little girl that had a friend named Bud, and she had said Bud really funny. Was there a Bud? I don't know. I got to look and see what's going on, Ken. But we're definitely going to unbox. I have it sitting on the bench over there, the new Evolution, or as Harder and Steenbeck says, Evolution. So I guess it's an American thing that we say Evolution. We got that over there, so this should be fun. I haven't done anything on that bench, so I guarantee failure of trying to get video and audio working properly at first, but we will get it working. We'll unbox that sucker and see what's up. So my Badgers probably will never be used again by me. I'm jealous, bud. I'm in Newfoundland. We are right in the path, but we usually get clouds. What are we getting clouds on? I sent you a new sound in a Discord DM. Unfortunately, we don't have a Discord. Thanks for messaging me on the site, though. That is very nice of you. That is very, very nice of you. Spence likes sending me his own sounds. Let me see. Where did I put that? Downloads. Let's move that over to Stream Deck icons. Stream Deck icons. Let's move this into here and see if it pops in. Did it pop in? No, because it didn't want to pop in. Let's bring it in here again and bring it in here. There we go. Let's drop that. Let's go over. I'll see if I could get it to work, Spence. We'll go over to Spence. Let's hit refresh in here because we're always doing live streaming stuff. Oh, that's got to be the one. That's got to be the one. All right, Spence, tell me if it works. Let me get rid of this stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Tell me, Spence.
Most illogical.
Did it work? Was it the right one? I don't know. I can't hear it. Referring to the total eclipse on April 8th. I don't even know if we'll see that over here. Full about 12:23 in the afternoon. I don't even know if that's, I'd have to ask Spence. We're both, well, he's kind of on the East Coast. So yes, we're definitely going to do at least the one unboxing tonight. The Eggplane group build is going on, hosted by our very own. I just was checking to see if it worked. Hosted by our very own Dan Munchkin Modeling Man, who's in here, and Charlie Mack. They got the Eggplane group build. If you're on Facebook, there's actually a group for it in there, so you could keep all your pictures posted and all that other good stuff. I didn't get an egg plane this year, so I'll have to get in on it next year. Right now I'm doing a lot of other stuff. I'm writing a path of a Kenny. It's going to hit here. Oh, nice. Nice. I don't think we're in the path of it. Let's see. Google total eclipse path 2024. Let's look at a map and see let's see where it'll not even close to me. Not even close to New York. It's all the way out by Cleveland. So I won't see. They got a cool little map if anybody wants to here, I'll copy the link. And let's put paste in there, and there's a link to the map. A little after 3 p.m. for me, around 93%. Totality, so nothing too special, but I think the predicted path moved north a few miles. Okay. Yeah, I have an egg viper. Very cool. Does the egg... But I don't know if the rules are it's got to be a Hasegawa egg plane. I'm pretty sure. You got it. Dan's in here. What's going on, Phil? You got to ask Dan if that's the rules. I'm pretty sure it has to be one of the Hasegawa egg plane variants. Let me shut off all this other crazy nonsense. We'll wait for some more people to get in here, and then we'll go over to I'll flick the lights on over the bench, and we'll start looking at the CR Plus 2-in-1. It's the Evolution or Evolution. It's not the top of the line of theirs. The Infinity is the top of the line. This is their mid-range airbrush. Comes with 2 needles and stuff like that, but we'll go over all that. I'm waiting. I heard they're coming out with a new 2024 Infinity. So if they come out with the Infinity, I'll get that one, because I always like to have two airbrushes. Plus the Infinity has a lot, I think it's 4 or 5 different needle setups to go from a very, very fine line all the way up to just spraying that thing. I don't know what's going on, but something happened. Spencer Wolf became a member for 30 months. Jesus. Who's-y Watsy? And Spence, when you get home, I'm not starting over. You have an X-Wing eggplant? Is it yummy, bud? I don't think Hasegawa makes an X-Wing eggplane either. So I'm pretty sure if Dan is in here, I don't know if Dan cut out yet. What's going on, Ken Horvath? Good to see you, sir. So there's the man to ask about all the rules on the eggplane build. So I'm not quite sure if it's just Hasegawa or not. Dan could tell you all the rules. What's going on, Big Eric? Good to see you, kind sir. Hopefully you're doing well. George McGregor, what's going on? Just busting your chops, but I know what you meant. You bet you're using talk to text, which I use that, and it's always wrong with a lot of things. I hate being so congested, and when I breathe in, this whole nasal passage hurts. I'm missing a tooth over here, and it freaking hurts over there too. So test again and see if I'm any better. Right now I'm going back to work on Monday. It sucks because I got off disability. I was on vacation day Friday and Monday for the Easter holiday. Hopefully everybody had a good Easter holiday. And then Tuesday morning I still wasn't feeling well. Kelly wasn't feeling well, so I called in a short notice personal day. Kelly went first. She went in. She got tested. She had COVID still. And then I went and I had COVID still, and called my boss and apologized for still being sick. I was supposed to be back, and I said, I'll be back next Monday now. That's an old X-Wing eggplane kit. The G-Man. I've never seen it. Okay, so it has to be the Hasegawas. Hasegara. So only Hasegawa eggplanes are allowed in it. So if you're interested in getting in on that eggplane group build, go over to Facebook, chat with Dan. You got a figure with yours. Very cool. I always see the figures on the tops of the boxes for the eggplanes. I don't even have any eggplanes here. I never knew that they made the figures for them, because you always see the figures on top of the boxes, and a lot of the figures are very cool. I'm getting used to mixing my soda with my Halls. Not delicious, but got to do what you got to do. So actually, if you notice, I cleaned up behind me because there was crap all over the place over here. If anybody's interested, we still have 4 more Dr. and Mrs. the Monarchs figures for sale. Those are up on the site. I finally got Frankie. I was corrected on YouTube. I'll tell you in a second. Tonight I'll be printing up his base, but finally, come on. Finally got a perfect Frankenstein with his bolts on here and everything, so he came out really well. So I saved the STL file with exactly how I had my print settings. Anybody that's never done a 3D model before, if you do decide to order from us, we do take off supports on most things. You're still going to have cleanup of support marks and stuff like that. 3D printing isn't a perfect science. Wish it was. If you notice, we put bigger drain holes on here. On a bust like this, we put 10mm drain holes. Put 4 of them. The reason for that is you're going to either use Milliput, Bondo, something to seal those up, sand them down, and get it smooth. But the reason for that is because we don't put holes in his head, because we don't want to mess up any detail. We want to be able to get IPA in here, hold them upside down, shake it up, and really clean the hell out of them to get as much of that resin out, hopefully all of the resin out, because the tendency for 3D prints is if you get any resin caught in there, and it's happened to mine have only cracked and split and opened up a bit. People have had these things explode on them because the resin gets hot, and it doesn't happen right away. I was watching Uncle Jesse, and he had one that was about, I think he said about a year old, or maybe a little over a year old, in his room while he was working on something. I heard a loud bang, went into the room, and one of his gray resin 3D prints popped, burst open. We're printing customer busts and figures and whatever we're going to print in the grays, and cleaning them up, trying to get all that resin out there, shoving UV light in there and all that other good stuff. This way that when they're on the site, you can see the detail of the model. My personal prints, I will never print in gray. I only print in clear. 2 reasons. One is so I can see if there's any fluid trapped anywhere, especially sometimes there's cavities that you can't hollow out or you can't actually put a drain hole in. So after the print is over, I take my pin vise, I put a little hole, and I drain all that out. And the second reason is curing. This way I can make sure that I get the whole model cured inside and out. It's a lot easier for me. So I stay away from the grays for personal stuff. Everything I do for myself is all in clear. I actually have a 1/9 scale 1/9 scale print that I'm doing now that will be on the shop after I build and paint it and do the photos for the thing. It's from CA 3D Creations. It's a very cool Spider-Man, so that should be fun. Hey Ruben, what's going on? Omar.
And your house.
What is up, dude? What's going on, Omar? Oh, and it's Chris.
Winning.
And it's Chris. And I did get all the sounds working.
I love juice.
Did he say the Grays? Yes, I did say the Grays. And interesting enough, Bud and myself, we both got our new printers in, and I was expecting them to send high-speed resin, but they didn't. They sent, well, I think it is actually high-speed resin. They sent me 2 bottles of the ABS-like resin version 2. It's water washable, which is pretty cool. But if I look at the exposure settings on the side, it's for the high-speed mode on both the printers that I have there. They have the layer thickness at 0.1 millimeter, exposure for the first layer at 10 to 15 seconds, normal exposure 1.1 to 1.5 seconds, and the light delay off is 0.2 to 0.5 seconds. So looking at just the layer height alone of 0.1 millimeter, I'm quite sure this will be used for the high speed. If I if I try it out and open it up, and it's a very liquidy, not a viscous resin like the regular standard. If it's very loose, then I know it's for high speed, because the high speed ones are more of a watery consistency. Oh. Because my subscribers refuse to watch me, and I know this by analytics, you guys. My unsubscribed people that keep coming back is at, I think, 80-something% or 90-something%, 92%. My subscriber percentage is only at like 8 to 10% of my subscribers watch. So you guys got to start watching. But if you haven't seen, I've been working on the base, because I couldn't paint because I had no airbrushes for the Nightmare Before Christmas build. So what I did was I got my Cricut over here, or as I like to call it, the Cry Cut. I got the Cry Cut on the side. I got the logo for the Nightmare Before Christmas. I put Tim Burton on there too, because it's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Put that on there. I painted in all the black. This is just a cheap plastic display case from Hobby Lobby. There'll be a full-length video on it. First thing I did was I scuffed it all up with 400 grit sandpaper. Then I did 2 coats of primer with Mr. Surfacer 1000. And then I did 3 or 4 layers with Tamiya Flat Black. And then 3 layers of clear, Mr. Super Clear on top of it. So the paint is really good. The inside I light blocked with just latex paint from Home Depot. And the frosting, I have a can of it over there somewhere. It's by Krylon. It's a frosting that you put on glasses, like on your bathroom glass, so nobody could see into the bathroom while you're doing your business. So that's frosted up with that. And what I'm going to be doing is, if you caught the video, this is going to be lit up, but it's not going to be fully lit up. It's going to be brighter at the bottom and dimmer at the top, kind of like the logo. So I'll be working on that from, well, this weekend coming. I was supposed to do it last weekend, but we were all sick. So I didn't do it last weekend. This weekend I'm trying to do the shed. Hopefully my yard dries out, because it's been crazy rain. But tonight, tomorrow, and Friday I'll be working on that as much as possible, because I want to get that done so I could get the rest of this printed up and start moving over. We are going to start the M5S Pros for the shop. Excuse me, COVID cough. The M5S Pro is for the shop. I'm going to start hitting up Frankie tonight. I'll probably unload that tonight, print up a test piece, and then start getting the stuff for the shop. Bob's a suck up. Why? What did Bob say? Because I haven't been watching. I've told you, nobody wants to see your shorts. Put your pants on. I like my shorts. I'm a subscriber, and I'm watching. Yes, you are, Bob. All the time to keep it spicy. Nice. Oh, it's sad. It's sad that, seriously, like, YouTube, it's not subscribers' fault. YouTube does not send out notifications to the subscribers, which sucks. They should change that. If you got 1 million subscribers, 1 million notifications should go out to every subscriber. If you have 100 subscribers, 100 notifications should go out. It's BS how they do it. Just shove a few globs of Vicks up your nose. What's going on, Mr. Papow? Mark's Hobby. What's going on? I forgot the bench there. I'm sorry, Mark's Hobby bench. I can't breathe. Can't breathe. I'm coughing like crazy. The only good thing is taking Mucinex at night, because it knocks me the hell out. And then I sleep during the night. Actually, I had to get up early to call work. And then I fell back to sleep, and the dogs just fell asleep with me. We slept till 11 o'clock. They didn't even go crazy or anything like that. So before we head over to the bench, one more quick story. We got 26 people here, so we'll head over to the bench in a minute, and hopefully I get that working well. Yesterday was a crazy day. If you didn't see on Facebook, never seen it up close, the 3 puppies, man, they're not trained hunting dogs, but they have the will of hunting dogs bred into them. Didn't know it. I opened the back door. Blaine and Janeway went to the left. Willow stopped. She saw a squirrel all the way at the end. I thought Willow was the slowest of my 3 dogs. She literally made it from one end all the way, and you guys seen pictures of my backyard, how big it is, one end to the other in anywhere between 3 to 4 seconds. Chased the squirrel up. Janie noticed what was going on. Blaine noticed what was going on. Willow got it by the leg, got away. Janie was just trying to play with it. Willow got it again, and Blaine said, "Screw you, it's mine." He got that sucker by the side, right by the side. I'm out there screaming, "No, no, no," because I didn't want him to kill the poor squirrel. But Blaine did his job. He was very proud of his first kill, and it was hanging out of his mouth. Kenny had to pry his jaws open because he didn't want to let go of his prized possession of his first squirrel. Poor squirrel. He did the wrong thing. He was probably running across the top of my fence, which is a vinyl fence, and it was raining, and there was no way he was getting... Actually, dumb squirrel, because he did this usual squirrel tactic. He was bolting up the fence. If he would have kept going straight, he would have got under the front fence, but he did the usual U-turn thing, because I've run over a ton of squirrels in the city because they're idiots. They'll run and they'll run back, and that's what he did. He ran, could have made it out the gate, and went back, and the dogs just nailed this poor guy. So we buried him. Thankfully, it was quick. Blaine finished this thing off quick, man. Once we got out of Blaine's mouth, it maybe took 1 or 2 breaths. And so I went looking up golden retrievers. Golden retrievers are murderers of squirrels. These dogs catch squirrels. I was shocked about the amount of videos I saw of golden retrievers able to catch squirrels. I was watching this one dude. This golden retriever was messed up. He caught the squirrel, threw it up about 6 feet. It landed, got it again, and just kept throwing it up and up and up until it was dead. So I got pretty good hunting dogs that weren't trained to hunt. What's going on, Ron? This is my second go with the COVID. Kenny got it twice. All 5 of us here at the house had it at once. Kenny's 2 times, I'm 2 times, my mother-in-law's 2 times, and Kelly and my mom got it for the first time. So, all right, listen, this is not going to work out, and I know it's not going to work out right away, but we will fix it. I'm going to put you guys on a break while I move cables and stuff and turn lights on, so we could go over to the review desk, and we'll check out this new Evolution airbrush. First time ever for a Harder and Steenbeck for me. So I'm very curious to see what it's all about and see what this thing does. All the reviews on it are great. So let me put you on a break, and I'll start fiddling with this stuff. get this. Oh, hot damn. I got this one set up. Figure 8 cardio. Okay, let's sources. Source. Audio input. Add source. Microphone 2. Add source. Device. That one. That one. Why can't I get this to go? Okay, that does not want to work. That works, but that's the other microphone. So why can't I get... Alright, so I'm going to have to sound very far away, and I'm going to have to scream at you, I guess. Because this does not want to work with my other same exact microphone. So I will just yell at you. I will yell at you and yell at you. And I'm going to have to turn on my phone so I can see what's going on and who's talking and all that other good stuff. So I told you this wouldn't be the greatest because it never ever works out how we want it to work out. I'm trying to lean my other microphone as close as I can. Stay right there. Don't move, microphone. Come on. You're going to be behind me anyhow. So, all right, I'm just going to jump on the phone. This way I can see who's saying what. Because the stupid other microphone won't work. Which makes no sense to me whatsoever. Live. Oh, come on. I'm going to curse now. Okay. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I gotta buy whatchamacallit shoe. I gotta buy another lavalier mic. So, let me see what's going on. So, in this box, which we're gonna open up now. Alright, first off, if I'm low, I'm sorry. This is not sponsored at all. This is... Nah, there's no other source. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be far away. It's gonna be far away, Omar, because I cannot get a microphone over here to work. So, sorry about that. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll keep turning my head. But this is not sponsored. I'm trying to lean back so you can hear me. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Harder and Steenbeck. I bought this myself. Got a new spray gunner sticker. Hey, look, Omar. Omar, you checked out my spray gunner thing, but I got a new sticker to put up on my thing. Chrome Air, new acrylic urethane formula. Used USA and international dealers wanted. Available at spraygunner.com. Hey, maybe we'll sell this on our site. I'll hold on to this and see if they do drop shipping. What else we got in here? We got more paper. Spray gunner actually does this nicely, and I gotta figure out why the second microphone won't work on here. What else do we got in here? A little gift. Oh, look at that. look at what they sent as a little gift. Alright, I hate this little plastic bag already, so let's just rip that open. Airbrush cleaning tool. Those are kind of thick. I got ones exactly like this. They're just pipe cleaners. These are a little, mine are a lot stiffer than this to clean out the inside, but that's a good deal. Airbrush cleaning tool. And then we have the Harder and Steenbeck Evolution CR Plus, made in Germany. And this is the 2024 version. Comes with a 0.28 and a 0.45 millimeter fine line. So 2 needles, 2 cups, 2 mil cup and a 5 mil cup. Triple coating, chrome finish, PTFE. So let's open this guy up and see. No, this isn't Jurgen Harder. This is Harder and Steenbeck. Harder and Steenbeck. Very nice, very nice. Oh, nice little case. It's a very nice looking airbrush. Hopefully I don't break it because I've never used this stuff. Okay, so it comes in a hard plastic case. It's got 2 little levers here, which is nice. Slide those to the side. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so inside is a test card from Harder and Steenbeck, which is very cool. Somebody tested this airbrush with the lines and blending. So this was pre-tested. That is definitely not faked. You know, it's not just a sample of a photocopy or anything. That's real paint on there. And there's for instructions, spare parts, and videos. They got a QR code on there. Comes packaged very nicely. Very, very nicely. How bad is the audio? How bad is the audio? That's what I want to know. So it comes in, that's nice. Nice. Kenny is going harder on his Steenbeck. That's very nice stiff foam. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to be able to use this right away. I got to get an inline adapter. Let me see. Yeah, because this is not the same size as, so I'm going to have to order the parts. This is the standard small little fitting for the Badgers. So I don't have a big fitting for this, and I don't have a quick release. So I'm not even gonna be able to paint today or tomorrow. I'm gonna have to order another piece. The brush is heavy. I like the heaviness of the brush. That's a nice heavy brush. So it comes with the cap. Here, we'll take this guy off. Take this guy off. This is the 2 milliliter cup. Let me see how the cap comes off. Is it a screw on or is it a pop off? Ooh, that sucker's in there. That sucker is in there. Let me put it on first and see if I can pop that off. Badger and Posh fittings are priority size. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get, there we go. Wow, that sucker is on there freaking pretty tight. So you got your little cap, you got your 2 millimeter cup, and that goes, I don't know if you're going to be able to see down in there, that goes straight down the well into the, oh, that's a nice fucking trigger. Oh, sorry, that's a nice friggin' trigger. But that goes right down into the well. I'm assuming that comes off pretty quick. There's not many threads on it. I'm assuming you can use this as a micro cup too. If you're not doing much paint, you can just drop a few drops in there and go. There's an O-ring seal there for the cups when you put them in, so you don't have to worry about paint spilling out. Triple chrome finish. This is a beautiful brush. I like how fat the body is, and I like the weight of it. That is really, really nice. Let's put this back on here. Oh, by the way, just for Chris, I don't use caps. I don't use these caps when I'm spraying. And then you got, if you're going to be, I'm going to probably use this cup the most, the 2 millimeter. Then you got your 5 keep telling milliliter. Then you got your 5. So you got your bigger cup if you're doing a lot of work on an enterprise or something like, you know, a bigger model. Don't try to take these caps off while they're off there. It's a pain in the neck. Pain in the neck. And then you got your cap for this one too. But like I said, I don't use the caps. Oh, stay in there, please. Stay in there. And then in the accessories, we'll go look at this in a second. In the accessories. Oh, that's in there. That's in there pretty good. The needle tip is protected in a piece of foam. Their needles don't go by color. They got 1, 2. This one has 4 little twists on it. So I'm assuming this is the 0.45 millimeter, because I keep going from millimeters to milliliters. Extra setup. $10 can you raise the original? That's not true. Exactly. I never use the cap. Never ever use the cap. And then it comes also with the second head. You have the tip, the needle protector, and those will go right inside each other when you put it into the airbrush. So you have both the 4 something? The 2.8 and the 4.5, I think it is. Can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say 4.5, yeah. 0.45 and the 0.28. So I'm pretty sure the 0.28 is the one that's in there already. I'm going to be careful putting that back. I don't want to ruin the tips. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I really like the case. Now I wanna hold it like, oh, that's nice too. Okay. All right, for you meaty finger people, let me get this on here. It's got the nice protection. Let me zoom in here now. Zoom in. It's got the nice protection for the needle here. And for you fat-fingered people, that is a nice meaty trigger. It's got steps on it so you can feel the trigger. I'm more of like that when I'm holding the trigger. That action feels really nice. That's a nice trigger. I like the weight. Feels really good in my hand. I wonder if this is the same push lock, because I know on the other ones, I gotta read all the directions. We're gonna take it apart and see. There's the thread there. Who's in here? Oh, get out of here, lady. Just trying to see where. I think this is a stop. I know on their other ones it's yeah, that's the stop. The back here is the stop, so you can do fine lines. So if you twist it out, I can only go so far on it, and then you can keep opening it until you get all the way. Oh, that's kind of blurry. It's kind of blurry. So it's kind of like on the chromes where you have your stops, and you can just, if you want to hit that same line all the time, you just set it to where you want, and you'll be fine with that. I know one of these, I gotta read up on it. There we go. Let's take this guy off and see what we got on the inside. Ooh. Okay, I don't want to do that. That is different. That is different. Okay, let me get closer. That is definitely different. So it looks like this gold piece is attached to this. I want to break it down because I want to see all the parts. But I'm worried about how this comes out, because I've never taken one of theirs apart before. And this is definitely different, where it's latched in. Ooh, and there's no instructions. So that's not good for somebody that's never used a harder and Steenbeck before, to not have an instruction sheet in here on how to break this sucker down. Speed clean, quick action color control, extended cam arm, cloud control. Yeah, there should have been a little whatchamacallit. I'm gonna take off the front first, maybe. Let's take off the front. Oh, I'm surprised. Be careful with that needle. I'm surprised there's an O-ring on here. There's an O-ring right there. I wasn't expecting an O-ring. So this only has the two pieces. The tip here is one solid piece. And what I'm liking much better than Badger already is putting this in here to align it, putting the tip inside the tip to align it, or I could do it the other way too. I could drop that guy in there if I wanted to. That seats much, much better than my chrome. My chrome, I was always on the side with it. Oh, that does turn. So you can turn your protection. Yeah, you can turn your protection. You can turn your protection right there, but what's bugging me right now is there's no instructions, and I don't know how to take this apart, because that lock right here stays on, and I can't move this. So I'm going to give it to Badger. Badger's definitely easier to break down right off the bat for a beginner. You don't have this locking system in here, this push. So I'm definitely going to have to look that up, or I'm going to break it. If Benny was here, Benny would tell me, but I don't want to break this. Oh. Okay, what's that pull? Don't want to break this at all. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, but how do I get my needle out? How do I get my needle out? Yeah, they need to put instructions inside the box. No doubt about it. Because now I have my needle here. It's not broken or anything. I can slide it right back through. But I have my needle here in this cam, and it won't come out. So that I'm going to fault them on. Definitely going to fault them on no instructions. See how that's caught in there? Now I got to be careful, and I'm going to have to go online and read the directions. I'm not putting that back in there. Not putting that back in there until I figure out how to get that out. So we got the separate air nozzle there. Then we got our trigger pin there to let our air flow. Here's our trigger assembly. Got our trigger assembly with the little hook. I like that the hook is actually on here. That's, when you're pushing back, and it pushes back on here, so it moves the needle. On the Badger, that's a pain in the ass to put back, so this one's hooked together. That's a nice little feature. I'm just pissed about this, that I don't know how to take that apart. Badger always puts instructions inside their airbrushes, so you know what's going on. And there's that. I don't think this one comes. No, that's all the and those are all the pieces to the brush. I'm really curious about this. So you can see that pushes back. It's like a lock. It's like a lock for the that gold piece doesn't turn. And this goes quite far back. So I'm gonna, after I'm done, I'll go online and I'll look to see how to disassemble that. That's not good. Got screws on both ends of the gold part. No, there's no screws on the gold part. That thing is not coming off. That thing is not coming off. And now I've messed up the chrome plating with my dirty fingers. That's a slide through on that. Okay. Let me see something. Oh, it does come apart. Okay. Wow, that thing was on there super tight. Alright, so that comes apart. That comes apart. They got another O-ring over there. See, I thought there were no O-rings on this thing. I thought there were no O-rings on this at all that you had to deal with. Now we got to figure out how to get this guy off of here, because this is another clamp over here. So if you get one of these, don't think this is solid like I did. The O-ring has it really, once you put it on there, that O-ring has it on there really tight where it feels like this is just one solid piece. So you can take this apart. Now we just got to figure out how to get this apart. The locking clamp for our needle chuck here. Come on. How do you come apart? We want to figure this out on our own, not with instructions. I could feel the spring in there. I could definitely feel the spring in there, which is nice. So this doesn't come apart. I bet you I have to have this assembled so this is locked in place. This way this doesn't spin. And then we can unlock this and take this out. So let's assemble it and see if I'm correct. We're learning about this airbrush. We're learning about this airbrush. But the pieces are beautiful. The weight is nice. It feels very nice in my hand. I don't know why I'm trying to do it that way when it's easier to slide it in there. Slide the tip in there. Beautiful machining on this too. Very beautiful machining. I like when this nut here is locked in, that you're able to just twist the head to where you want to protect your needle at. Because some people like this, the fan this way, the fan that way, depending on where you're going into. I should be really careful putting that. Excuse me. Alright, the trigger assembly, the lower trigger assembly. Alright, so I'm going to have to order a quick release. I'm going to have to go on and see where I can get a quick release from. Or just get another hose. Just get another hose. Look under the foam for the... Guarantee there's no instructions under the foam. No instructions under the foam, Chris. No instructions under the foam. No instructions in the box anywhere. But there should be instructions. That's one thing that's a fan tip. You twist it and adjust the pattern. Well, they call it just a needle protector. They don't call it a fan tip on there. But yeah, if you want to go, well, be careful though. If you change the tip, if you back her off this way, it takes the nut. So it takes the nut with it. So if you want to change your direction of your tip here, you got to go in a clockwise motion. So if you go past it, you got to come around again. Oh, I can't breathe. All right, now let's figure out this trigger assembly because this is new to me too. Okay, so that just drops right in there, the whole assembly, which is very, very sweet. And we're going to be very careful putting this guy in Don't want to bend the needle. Okay, we got that guy in there. And I got something wrong already. I got something wrong already. Okay, that's in there. That's very dangerous to do. How I did it. All right, let's see. See, this needle chuck is not coming off. And I don't want to use pliers or anything like that on it. This nut here has to be holding in the needle. And that is hurting my fingers trying to get that off. Oh, there we go. Holy cow, man. They really tighten these things freaking down. So when you first get this, everything is going to be super, super tightened down. And there we go. The needle comes lubed, which is nice. Now, what they were saying online is when you're changing your needle, it should be a perfect guide through here where you don't have to worry about anything, and it did go perfectly through. Whew, man. All right, so just be aware that when you get this thing, everything on here is super, super tight. That actually hurt my fingers taking this off. So this one, you're not going to be able to see. It has two little grooves on it, so I'm assuming the 1-2 means the 0.28. The other one has 4 little ripples on it, which I'm assuming means the 4. So that is a pain in the neck to take apart. Not too bad to put together. But that's the first time I'm taking it apart, so I'm not going to over tighten that. And there we go. Just making sure I can see. Yeah, pushing down feels nice. Definitely like it. I gotta read up more on the usage because they're saying quick action color control. I don't know what quick action color control means because they don't tell you what it means. And speed clean. Well, I don't get what speed clean is. So we'll have to look up what the speed clean is. But this thing is machined freaking so nicely. But like I said, just be aware that this really is tight. See, now that's something that bothers me. This happened on the Chrome too. After you take it apart a couple times, it's not as tight as the beginning. So if I tighten it up all the way, now this is crooked. So I got to take it back. Not that it matters any, but I would like it to be straight. And then this guy goes on here, and I thought this guy clicked for some reason. Quick action color control. See, they have this thing here, you can't see it, but it shows an arrow like pulling back and twisting. So, you know, it'd be nice if you not everybody's going to sit and watch a video. It'd be nice if you gave some kind of instruction sheet as to what quick action color control means, how the speed clean works. It looks like you pull, oh, I got that all the way in. Looks like you pull back. I have no idea what that means, so we're gonna have to look that up. But the control on it is, the trigger is super smooth, and I do like how it sits in my hand. That sits really nicely. So just like I said, be careful with whatchamacallit when you're first taking it apart, because everything is very tight. Super tight. But that thing is nice. It pisses me off that I didn't realize that I had to order whatchamacallit. the quick release for this. I'm definitely going to have to order for it because you're not going to find a piece like that at Home Depot. This is made by Harder and Steenbeck, number 2421653. Be nice too. The other thing that I like with Badger is when you get a Badger airbrush, it has the little black cap to protect the tip. Not only the tip, the black thing is nice to put on there for blowback when you're blowing back on the to mix up your paint in here. So that would have been nice too. But this is a sweet frickin' airbrush. Now, if only I could use it tomorrow, but I can't. I gotta figure out what I need for it. I gotta see if I gotta buy a new hose, so I'm gonna have to wait a few more days. See, I don't like that either. Every time I try to put this cap on, it doesn't really, not that like I said, I don't use the cap, so it really doesn't make a difference to me. The caps will stay in the box, but it doesn't squeeze on that easily. So that was a little bit of a mission, trying to figure out how to break it down for the first time. I'm gonna have to be careful with this. A lot less parts to deal with. I really like the tip in there. That's so much easier to center and put in instead of having it, you know, flopping all around on you. That's pretty rough. So the next thing I'm going to have to do is when I do use this eventually, hopefully soon, figure out so I can show you in a video what the quick clean, I got to look this up, what the quick clean feature is, or the quick action color control is, and the speed clean, because I don't know what those are or how they work. But that is it. It's actually a very beautiful brush. It's weighted very nicely to sit comfortably in your hand. This trigger is amazing how it feels. That feels so much better than the Badger trigger. That feels a million times to me better than the Badger trigger. I can feel what's without even airbrushing, I can feel what's going on with that trigger. So this is going to be definitely a fun airbrush to use. It's going to take a little bit of learning because, like I said, all I've ever used was Badger. Nothing wrong with Badger. The Chrome's nice airbrush. The Patriot 105, they did me well, but it was time to move on to a different brand and try something else for a change and see what we can do with that, because my 2 just kept breaking down on me, and I was tired of them breaking down, so we went over to the Evolution. Once I figure out those other things, I'll do a video on that and show you. But it takes a little practice with a new airbrush, learning the ins and outs, how to break it down. And my only complaint about this, and hopefully somebody from Harder and Steenbeck sees it, is put a little piece of paper in here with just the breakdown. You know, how to break it down. You know, the pieces are tight when you first get it. Don't use a wrench on there to try, you'll ruin the stuff. Tell us how the quick clean works and all that other good stuff instead of having us go search it. You know what? I'm an idiot. Okay, so I probably read this out loud before. So to save money, if you flip it over and read it, it says 4 instructions. If you do the QR code, friggin' idiot, sorry Harder and Steenbeck, you actually put instructions in here. And there we go. Let's see. Let me see if it actually has instructions. Accept. Let us know how you use your airbrush. For contest, I want instructions. Customer service. Alright, it doesn't bring me to instructions. Airbrushes, shop, compressors, accessories, about us. So it brings you to their website. So I'm still going with put a piece of paper in here so I don't have to go through the hassle of trying to find everything through a website. Just put directions in it. You know, what's it going to cost you? This already costs an arm and a leg to buy. So what's it going to cost you? Another 20 cents to put a piece of paper in here with, here's the breakdown of it. You know, it's not too difficult to do. Not too difficult to do at all. All right, so I am going to put us on break again so I can move everything around. And then we're going to figure out what I need for this. Anybody that has a hard-on Steenbeck can tell me, Steenbeck. I always say Steenbeck. Steenbeck. Tell me what we need for this. This way I can, whatchamacallit? Is this a magnet? This way I can figure this thing out. The hell is this thing? Spray gunner. Is this a freaking sticker or is this just something to annoy me? I don't feel like peeling that off. Alright, let me go change this around and I'll be with you all in just a second. I need that. Let's shut this one off. And let's... I know you can hear me, but we can't see me. And that's the bad part of moving from space to space. Where is my... Oh, where's the stupid... Come on, Samsung, HLI, Elgato capture card, deactivate, activate, there we go, close, and we're back. And we're back. That is a very nice airbrush. Sorry I couldn't see what everybody was saying because I just couldn't read it. So if you get one of those and you never used one, everything's super tight. Super, super tight. Heavy brush. Not overly heavy, but heavy where you can feel the meat of the brush, which is nice. I like it like that. This way I can feel it in my hands. The trigger, super, super sensitive. That thing is beautiful. Barely pressing down, and you can feel the pin going, so you know you're gonna get paint pretty much right away as soon as you're pulling down and pulling back, which is very nice. Machined well. Graphics on it are beautiful. It's a beautiful brush. Easy to put together. Not easy to take apart the first time you're doing it, but the more and more you have it, it's should be easier and easier to take apart. The only thing is, like I said, what the hell is, why does this thing keep moving? They really need to put instructions in it. Okay, there we go. There we go with that. It would be nice to have instructions, especially to see what those two things on there. I don't know what the things are. I'll play with them, and I gotta find. She's usually tight the first time you use her. Yeah, but I never had that with the Badgers though. The Badgers, you were able to just quickly unscrew everything. Nothing was that tight. The locking nut for the needle, that actually hurt my fingers to get that thing untightened. And I know somebody out there is going to use a wrench or pliers or something on it, and they're going to screw up the chrome on it. So just be careful with it. Sorry if the audio was Harder and Steenbeck is made in Germany. Germany. I don't lube my airbrushes. Sorry if I have my no lens cap. I just shut off the other camera. Sorry if I sounded very far away, but for some reason my other Samsung microphone wouldn't work over there. So I got to figure that out so we can do unboxings and stuff again. on there. So any Harder and Steenbeck, always use lube. Only for old people. Germans love tight things. Yeah, no, I never used lube on any of my airbrushes. Never had to. Don't be surprised if she spits the first time too. Oh, Kevin, come on, Kevin. Think they would put in a spanner wrench. I was surprised too, because Benny was saying he's got an Infinity, but maybe the Infinities don't have O-rings. This has a few O-rings on it. I was expecting not to deal with any O-rings, and yes, you would figure they give you something, knowing that it's so tight. I mean, that was ridiculously tight, like over tight, and there's no reason that I should have to go beyond like a little bit past finger tight, that I have to really wrench down on that and open it up. That to me is just way too tight. You don't need no, we didn't need no stinking instructions. We figured it out. I was just scared I was going to break it, and I didn't want to break it. But any of you Harder and Steenbeck owners out there, what is the, I guess it'll be on Spray Gunner, the quick release clips. Maybe they have one that'll fit my hose that I could fit onto that and paint from there. By the way, up in the corner, or that corner right there, thank you, Ben, from Ben Builds, for sending in your pictures for April's member pictures for the live stream. Both of those pictures are by Ben Builds, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, I was hoping that I'd get to spray Mr. Jack Skellington tomorrow, but not gonna happen. I'll go on and see what I have to order. I'll order it. We did have a bet going that you would. I saw that Chris was betting that I'd break it already. I'm not gonna break it. Take my time. That's all. Take my time, figure out what screws together, what unscrews, and if I broke it, it was on live stream, and I wouldn't be able to get a new one without paying for a new one. But I do like the 2 sizes that it comes with, so that should be. I probably won't even switch to the 4. Probably the 2, the 0.28, will do everything that I needed to do. I never used a quick release on my my Badgers. I just because I only used it one at a time. Uh-oh. If I go, the power just flickered, and that would be the 3rd time we lose power tonight. Grex has nice hose. I never was enthralled with getting a Grex. I don't know why. Never. I had Iwata. I wasn't impressed with Iwata. I always loved the Badgers. The Sotar 2020 is a beautiful brush. The Chrome does a great job. The Patriot's a workhorse. I have a Crescendo for 30 years at least, so I have a Crescendo for a long time. Harder and Steenbeck and Badger were the always ones. I had Posh. I gave my Posh away a long time ago, or Pache, however you say it. Grex and them, they never anything that way. I was like, woo! I was interested in going to see. Kenny, looking more closely at the resin they sent me, it's water. Yeah, it's water washable. The ABS, we got the same resin. ABS water washable. And if you look at the side, it's for the fast print, bud. I don't like the triggers on the Grexes and those Galeries, or like I posted on Facebook about I'm getting a Harder Steenbeck, and everybody's pushing that Galeri brush. Not interested in that one either. I hate the triggers. I don't like. The only time I would use a trigger like that is if I was using my automotive airbrushes, because of how big those are, and you want that trigger like that for an airbrush. I think you have better line of sight being up top over it with your finger on the trigger. Your kind of finger lines up with where you're spraying, but the underneath pistol grips, I have no use for those. Don't like them at one bit. Save everything before the power goes out. Yeah, that would be the 3rd time that it would go out today. So hopefully it doesn't. I mean, we're getting some rain, and the power's gone out. Well, one was because the power cable fell. The other, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't like the trigger shoe. It doesn't do it for me. The file for the Black Knight is posted on the group page. We're free. Is okay to post. Yeah, absolutely, Chuck. You can post that. It's merely a flesh wound. The Terry Senior Thacker Hobby Barn build is really gaining steam. Nice to see. Hope you all participate. I didn't even see. I've seen a bunch of people are building in it, which is very cool. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to build for much. You know, I'm not going to be able to do anything outside of my own stuff. I got too much stuff going on with the resin prints for the shop. You know, my own builds that I got to do, getting back to work. So it's always fun watching everybody else's builds. I know Bob Busking, if I say that right, did some. Eric's doing one. I haven't really seen. I don't get many notifications from YouTube on who's building and stuff like that. Trigger for me too. Easy on my knuckles. What are you doing with your knuckles? Did some wayward cable installer burn your power lines? Somebody did, Chris. There was a main power line was down in the road, so somebody did something with a power line. Somebody either hit a pole or it was old and it fell. Weather breaking in upstate New York, getting a run for 60 plus. Nice. I just hope this rain stops. I just hope it stops because I need it to stop by tomorrow, so my backyard dries out. Oh, that's funny. I got a notification. That's a funny notification. That's a fun, and I know exactly why that's going on. That's a funny notification. Just so happens there's another stream going on at 7 p.m. Oh, shocking. Kenny, I got a tin sing. It's not very big. It's yours if you want it. I don't even got a tin sign. A tin sign? Tin sign for what? I picked up a 1350 World War II Yamato for... Oh, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Got Fuels is hosting the build for senior finishing up. See, I don't even know who Got Fuels is. I don't know a lot of the car guys. I know Fred and Jeff and Mac and Dan and stuff like that, but I don't know a lot of the car guys. That's a whole totally different side of the world than what I do. You know, sci-fi and military is my jam. I know very few of the car guys, you know, because I'm not a big car builder myself. But that's totally different breed over there, and I'm sure they're all doing a great job for Terry's build. YouTube just posted the notification for your last year. Jeez Louise, YouTube sucks. It's a tin Voyager sign. Oh, it's a Voyager sign. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Phil. Thank you. That is very cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get off of here in a few minutes. I am going to search for a quick release, I guess. I wonder if they got them on Amazon and I could get it by tomorrow. That would be nice. A quick release for that. And then I'll probably take this guy out and do the test print on that, because I need to get printing and I want to paint. Yeah, you can email me over a picture. That would be cool. That would definitely be cool. I got to finish up some wiring on this guy. I want to put the lights in the base of the Jack Skellington build. Voyager is the best ship. Thank you very much, Spence. There's no better ship than Voyager. None whatsoever. Mother effer. Excuse me. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Hopefully that goes away sooner than later. It's freaking hot in here. A little chilly outside, so we got the heat on. I got to shut the space heater off. So that's no fun. No fun at all. Voyager's not even a ship. Stop it, Shu. Stop it, Shu. That's not nice. Not nice at all. You're going to get Chris all riled up. And then he's going to say things. And then he's going to text me things or post things. And he's not going to be very nice to me. Because he's never nice to me. It's more like a garbage guy. Oh, boy. Shu's just going crazy tonight. Shu's happy just because Pittsburgh's won a couple games in a row. We've won. Hot tea and honey, my dude. Had that this morning. It's just a COVID cough. It's not my throat. And the COVID cough is going to last me like last time. Last time it was 3 months I had that cough, so it's going to be a while. Thank you very much, Sluggo. I can't wait to get the lights in it. Get it all wired up and sealed up so I could start putting the on top. I'm going to put the clay because we're going to do a little base on top instead of just slapping down the vinaigrette base on top. And then Scotty will attack you. Chris being nice? Yeah, it's like, Chris is never nice. He's a meanie. He's a meanie. Did you say Voyager isn't real after bragging about Voyager? Voyager's the realest dealio out there. Just think if they played like that. I know. If they played like that all year, those past 2 games, especially the one against the Rangers, oh my God. It would have been awesome. Now they got to win every game to try to just make the playoffs. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year, which sucks. Totally sucks. So what's going on out there before we hit the happy trail? What's up with you guys? What are you guys building? What are you doing? Omar texted me to let me know. It's hard to hear. Thank you, Omar. I appreciate it. It's I got to figure out why it won't see. It sees the second microphone on Streamlabs. I'm getting tired of Streamlabs, but it won't pick it up for me to sit there and talk on it. So I gotta. What I have to do is a private live stream, and see if I could get it to work. Oilers. I went to see Godzilla Kong the other day in IMAX, and wow, the 3D picture is very good. I got the cooties again. I do have the cooties again for the second time, George. Just went yesterday and still testing positive for the cooties. One day I'll build a Voyager. I love the ship, and one day I will build that ship. Building on the PG, Strike Freedom. Oh, and working. Working stinks. I'll be back to work on Monday. We're supposed to be back on this past Tuesday, but I'll be back to work on Monday. I'll do some work on Jack tonight, probably on his base. Maybe get the clay down. This way that's ready. I can paint that by hand. But I really want to find the pieces for the private live stream. Do we need quarters to keep it running for 5? Yes. You're going to need lots and lots of quarters because at the 4-minute and 30-second mark, the curtain starts to go down, and you got to put another quarter in. After last night, I can see why Dirk isn't. I didn't even think about that. Devils. He's a Devil fan. I'm building an ANT 1200 scale SLS rocket. Very cool. What's going on, Omar? Why are you beating up the FEP? Is it not playing nice? Ooh, finishing up a couple 002 concepts. Actually, I got to talk to you, Spence. Ben, I'll get to, if Ben's watching or listening, I'll get to your email. I did see it. I'll talk to Spence. I think the Batwing board might have to come back for Ben. He's got some ideas, and he needs some help with lighting ideas. I still need to get you all those parts of my old one, Omar. There's my sickness partner in crime, Kelly McKelly. You can't go online. Your headlights are on. You need a bra, lady. Kelly's not allowed on. Yeah, Dirk went to go see Godzilla instead of coming to the live stream. I had print failures, and I have abused the lifespan of the FEP. Yeah, sure, you could go on like that. That's one nice thing about the M5S. It actually tells you, like, you should change your FEP now. I went past it, though, and it was still good, but I only went like a few prints past it, and then I changed it. Hey, Kenny's boss. They have to pee? I'm going to have to walk Blaine, and the girls will have to go in the back because it's muddy. The girls are good. They go out, they pee, they do the business. Blaine, he'll become a mud ball back there. So I'm going to finish up here in a minute or two. Everybody's yelling hello at you. Hi. She's still not feeling well, too. Kelly, a.k.a. Typhoid Mary. Oh, Jesus. Ron still wants his Franklin board. How is what a bad thing, Shoe? Headlights? She's not allowed to go online with her headlights showing. I did on M3 PM. Must have clicked OK around 50. Oh, jeez. You're a bad man, Omar. But I did this. I didn't go 50 times past it. I probably went 10 prints past it, and then I changed out the FEP. You know what I did notice, Omar? With changing out the FEP on the M5S with that frosty one that they have. When you take it off the blue film, it's got crinkles in it. And then when you put it down, it kind of stretches them out, and it's kind of clear. But every single piece of FEP has those little crinkles on it. I did not get anybody sick. Either Kelly got us sick or Kenny got us sick. Kenny either brought it home from ShopRite, or Kelly's one of the little rugrats that she has at school brought it to the family. Okay, boys and girls, Kelly was giving me the key. I pushed it to the point of failure. I'm not that daring, Omar. I am definitely not that daring to push it to the point of failure. I'll go 10 past. And then I'm like, okay, it's time to, I'm not a big fan of that's what that is, right? The cloudy one's the NFEP. I should try the regular FEP I used to use and see how that does. Might not be a bad thing. But boys and girls, I'm going to have to let you go. Kelly said the pups need to go to the potty. So I'm going to have to run. I have to put Blaine on the leash and take him. He's not allowed in the backyard during the rain because he will roll around in the mud like a big jerk off. You're sick, Kenny. Sick. Teacher plus students equals COVID-19. Yeah, that and Kenny's store, too. I got long COVID and got in my lungs, pancreas, and kidneys. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. You using the NFEP or the regular FEP? I got to go back to the regular FEP. I had no problems with the regular FEP. All right, guys. You have, I'm with Omar. I got to go take care of these dogs before I get yelled at. You all have a good night. Thank you for coming. Sorry it was a little bit of a task taking it apart, but it was the first time, and at least if you do end up getting a Harder and Steenbeck Evolution or Evolution, that it's going to be super tight on your first time, so just take your time. Maybe with the needle chuck, get a little rag so your fingers don't pry into that metal and turn it and loosen it up, and then you'll be able to change out the needle and stuff. Otherwise, it's a beautiful airbrush. Harder and Steenbeck, just get an instruction sheet in there to help your people out. Would be great. So again, everybody have a great night. I should see you a Saturday. I'm going to be doing the yard, so I might or might not see. I'm not going to make any promises. So everybody have a great night. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves, and I shall see you all soon. Take care, and bye-bye, everybody.